One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in their image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We live in bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of war. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shot. On my life, I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I could never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't be murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men, guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. You know why? Because even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to Rhythm Man Blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many, don't see it. Separated from the tares, now on my prayers, and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Tell the people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boots shine. Standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just clubs and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side. Clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man, first time I make it, man, it's Junior Honda, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me. Opened the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know, you do your time, we taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause. Cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
All right. All right. Hey, Shalom Shabbat Thumb. Shalom Shabbat Thumb, sir. All right. It's like before I start, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahshabak Thumb to all the men. Shalom Yahweh Shema Allah Thumb Hashem Yahshah to all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Over here trying to put universal and practical in one word. But you know what I'm saying? Today's class, Brotherhood class, right? Tuesday through Friday, we have classes, you know what I'm saying, like you see in the bottom of the screen at 12416 North 28th Drive. That's Phoenix, Arizona, 85029, Suite 4. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't miss it. I mean, it looks like a cult, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, all black, you know what I'm saying? If you a brother, you know, trying to become a trooper, you know, this is the place for you, you know what I'm saying? This is the right place for you. You know what I'm saying? If you a brother trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to build an army, you know what I'm saying, trying to be in an army, I should say, right? you know, because we go into the streets, you know what I'm saying? We in the world, we want to be a part of something, you know what I'm saying? We militant spiritually. That's how we are. You know what I'm saying? That's how Israel moves. But there's a right way to do it, and that's in the Lord's army, you know what I'm saying? And what you need to know too is who you need to get yourself together with. You know what I'm saying? Give me Zephaniah 2:1. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers need to understand that the Bible's no sissy. You know what I'm saying? The Bible's not, it's not written by no punks. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible was written by militant men, men, black priests. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Like this is your Bible. This is your record. These are your people in here. You know what I'm saying? Like these are your fathers written, and we rereading them today. To this day, people still honor them, but they don't understand the spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the ISUPK you can see the spirit jumping out of this book, and it lives in the ISUPK under Command Jerry Hunter.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather yourselves. What?
O nation not
Oh,
desired.
nation not desired, man. Oh, nation not desired. Like it's crazy how we suffer and don't nobody want you. You know what I'm saying? When I say you, I mean I'm talking about us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants the Mexicans here. Nobody wants the Haitians here. Nobody wants the Hondurans here. But they'll rather have, you know who they'll rather have besides you? You know who they'll replace besides you? They'll replace spittle. They'll replace spittle. A pile of dung. That's who they'll replace besides you, man. Which is these other nations. These other nations are filthy unto the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But you special, man. You special, Mexican. You know what I'm saying? You special, Haitian, Dominican, Black. You special to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nation not desired. You know what I'm saying? We the not desired. We the not desired. Let me give you I'm gonna send you something real quick, right? Should I send it to you before class started? Actually, I think I sent it to you. I send you one. Read that first. The title.
U.S. expects, like this is from CBS News. U.S. expels nearly 4,000 Haitians in 9 days as a part of deportation blitz.
As what?
Part of deportation blitz.
Right. It look the U.S. The U.S. expels 4,000 Haitians in 9 days. They don't wait a day. They don't wait. You know what I'm saying? They can't wait. Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? They don't wait on on you. You know what I'm saying? Meaning to have you removed. You know what I'm saying? But you know who they'll come and get? Let me give you another article, right? Let me get you another article real quick. Bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy how all these other nations. I really didn't think it was a big deal, but you know what I'm saying? In the world, you don't see that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see how in the world you only see how you know what I'm saying? How do I put it? I'm gonna tell you my experience in the world, right? Living through the whole SB 1070, it was a very, very like dark, depressing, low self-esteem, you know what I'm saying? Kind of moving in the bushes, like always like trying to move differently. You know what I'm saying? Walking on eggshells for our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. Like, and you look, being brown, you know, talking the way you talk, looking the way you look. You know what I'm saying? It was obvious that they were coming for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and what made it more obvious was that the news, the TV, you know what I'm saying? What you were seeing on TV was your people not being wanted, your people not being appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Like your people not being wanted, not being appreciated. Now is like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, whoa, like what do we do? What do we do? Because we tried marching. We were marching, we were protesting, we were sleeping. I believe it was the Capitol or something like that, the court, where I forget the governor, the old governor, right? Um, she over here, she was trying to decide whether or not to pass the law, to pass that bill, so like it, you know what I'm saying? And then what happened was is that as soon as they passed it, it's like they were throwing tear gas at the crowd full of children. You know what I'm saying? Like watching all this, I can still remember to this day because it's one of those things where it's like it's crazy. It was so much attention against the Mexicans, and it still is to this day. And that was years. That was like what 2000. I want to say 2014, 2015, around that year, 2014, maybe less, right? When the SB 1070 was being pushed, and when Jerome Powell was going so hard on the Mexicans and trying to knock down all Mexicans, and it was in Mexicans like drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? It was like hardworking Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Mexicans, like brothers and sisters that were trying to, feed their families. You know what I'm saying? Listening to the stories, I always ask them, like, how was it for you during this time, this period of time? And it's like, they'll tell me their stories of how they had to avoid one time the police, and they couldn't avoid them, going to dropping off their child at school, and then when their child came back home, their father wasn't home. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this it's like years that builds up, but you don't realize something. You don't realize the how do I put it? Like, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? You don't see the repetition. You know what I'm saying? The repetition of how we are hated, and it's like, but when you see, I'm gonna send you another one, right? But when it comes to the other nations, it's nothing like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because we even join them. You know what I'm saying? When they're being hated, we go, we stop what we're doing to help them. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's stop Asian, Asian hate, like we join them. Oh yeah, you know what? Stop Asian hate. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when there's something wrong with us, when do you ever see them joining us? When do you ever see them fighting for us or with us? Never. You know what I'm saying? Like no nation has gone through so much trauma, has gone through, has been tortured the way blacks and Hispanics have in America just to vote. Just to vote, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just to vote. Like you don't hear that about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about any other nation in history. You know what I'm saying? Like getting shot for well, what did it say? We weren't complying. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear none of them. Like, it's just. I'm gonna send you another one real quick. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna send you this right here. Go ahead, read it when you got it. I'm gonna send you. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy.
You said wait for it. I got this one.
Yeah, the Afghanistan. Yeah,
Can you read this one?
go ahead.
This is from CBS News. 36,000 Afghan evacuees lack pathway to permanent legal status in the U.S.
Hold up. What was that again? Read that one more time.
36,000 Afghan evacuees lack pathway to permanent
To
legal,
what?
To permanent.
To what?
To permanent.
To permanent. Go ahead.
Legal status in the U.S.
In the U.S. But the Mexicans working in your fields can't even stay. Can't even stay to cash their own check. All right. Like, as soon as they hear about, it's payday, the like, these filthy devils, man, they gonna work you like a slave for free because they feel like they can, and because you don't have any papers, or because you're Mexican or Salvadorian, guess what? I'm gonna call ICE and have your ass deported. You know what I'm saying? That's easy money. That's a win-win for him. That's how wicked this filthy kingdom is, man. Like, Afghanis, like, across the ocean, across the sea. You know what I'm saying? Like, miles and miles away. When, man, read that article. Read that first part.
At least 36,433 Afghan evacuees who were or are set to be resettled in the United States lack a direct pathway to secure permanent legal residency.
Man,
according to a government report shared with Congress and obtained by CBS News.
Hold up. There's another part where I want you to get this right here. Listen to what they said, bro. Listen to what they said. Go ahead, whenever you got it.
Reads, we've been urging Congress to
we've been what?
Urging Congress.
Go ahead.
To swiftly pass the Afghan Adjustment Act.
All right, like you gotta put yourself in the shoes of the children in those detention centers, listening, or even, like, I don't know if you ever heard the child. I don't know if you ever seen the videos, right? Or even the listening to the laughs of those detention, the what do you even call them, man? I'm gonna just call them pigs, man, because that's what they are, right? Those filthy pigs laughing at the children because they're crying for their mother. Like, and these Afghanis, it's an urge. It's an urge to help them. It's an urge. Keep going.
Okay. And the tens of thousands of family members for whom this is the only path to more legal certainty only underscore the urgent need for it, said Krish Omar Vigna-Rajah, president of the Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Act.
Con, you can stop right there.
Service.
I'm gonna send you another one. Go ahead. Whenever you got that. Hold on. Not that one. Read. Actually, yeah, read that.
This is also from CBS. This is from CBC News. It says U.S. government moves to expel 57. U.S. government moves to expel 57,000 Hondurans by 2020.
Man, so in replacement of the 36,000, it's like in replacement of the 57,000, they'll replace them with 57,000 Hondurans. They'll replace them with 36,000 Afghanis. I'll read this one. Like it's crazy. It's just like you gotta see this, man. You gotta see this. That's why, like Christ even said it. I know that I know thy tribulation. I know your troubles. I know what you're going through. I understand. I understand. Like, and trust me, it's everything that's done under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Everything that is being done against the children of Israel, it won't go unpunished. All these damn heathens that have ever laid a hand or ever, mistreated the children of God, they're gonna be punished. Their time is coming. Their time is coming. It's coming fast. I don't know if you noticed, but it's crazy how these prophecies, one after the other, keeps flying in. It's coming quickly, quickly. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read that.
This is from KNPR News. Tens of thousands of Ukrainians can stay in the U.S. without fear of deportation.
Without fear of deportation. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that must be nice.
Right.
That must be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like I think this froze.
It's got the little. Is it black with the which color?
Nah, I think it's just the chat. I can't go down. I don't know why. Hold on, let me see if I can just do. That's all good. Anyway, like I said, man, it must be nice. It must be nice feeling protected. It must be nice, you know what I'm saying? Feeling wanted, feeling secure. Feeling secure. I mean, they should, the Ukraine should feel that way, you know. They all should feel that way. Cause it's all gonna end someday. All right. It's all gonna end someday. You know what I'm saying? It's they should come together. They should all come together in one consent. You know what I'm saying? In one consent. Give me Psalms 83. Cause this is all you right here, man. This is your president, the next president after that, your governors, your sheriffs, your police department, everyone. Go ahead.
You want it from the top?
Come from the top.
The book of Psalm, chapter 83, and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy what?
Thy peace.
Hell no, man. Do not hold your peace. Go ahead.
And be not still, O God.
Go ahead.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up a head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They proud. They proud. Go ahead.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have what?
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel. Crafty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's that? What do you call those? the schools, the private schools where the natives were going to. I forget what they call them. Anyways, that's one of the crafty council, man. That the abortion clinics. You know what I'm saying? The war on drugs. I mean, come on. War on drugs really meant for who? You know what I'm saying? War on drugs really meant for who? And the abortion clinics, who were they trying to control the population? You know, whose society were they trying to control? You know what I'm saying? Now, refugees, you know what I'm saying? Now they get to say who's being terrorized, because the Mexicans were being terrorized, the Salvadorians were being terrorized in their own homes by gangs and their government. Both sides, both sides, they had to flee because both sides were against them and they had no protection. Keep going.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Against thy who?
Thy people.
Right. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Keep going.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Man, they do not want you to get strong. They do not want you to come together. Why is it that it's taught that we are two different nations? You know what I'm saying? Like when you file an application, you got to file what? Black or Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? When the Hispanics are black. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to come together. They don't want us to gain power, man. They want to cut us off from being a nation. They don't even want to tell you who you are, your true identity. They don't want to tell you the truth according to the Bible. But guess what? That's why you got men under Commander Jerry Yohana that has to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the men in here, that's the job. That's the duty of a priest. Is to protect the Lord's flock, so we don't become vulnerable, so we don't become prey to every beast of the field, man. When we're not, when the flock is scattered, when we don't know who we are, we're so divided. When we're fighting against each other, when there's no brotherhood, it's so easy. It's so easy for these devils to come in and say what they want to say about the Mexicans. Do what they want to. They can do whatever they feel like doing, and there won't be no repercussions. There won't be no, like they feel like they can do it today. They could do it tonight. And it's like, well, he's a criminal. Isn't that what they always say? That's the first thing they always try to pull. They always try to pull what? Your record. Your criminal record. Well, he's a criminal. Well, man, there was this one video. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like, why did he shoot him so many times? It's because what did he say? Yeah, I think you know which one I'm talking about. Where he's like, there's a police officer. He just goes and just empties out a whole clip. I forget I didn't see who it was, but I remember hearing it. And then the guy says, you know, he's explaining the video, and he says, why did he shoot him? Because there's no, what did he say, man? He said there can't be enough shots. Oh man, he says, oh man, I don't remember what he said. I don't wanna, you know, but you know what I'm saying? It's like these devils, man. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Like these, like, you know, like it says in Esther's, you know what I'm saying? And second Esther's 6 and you know what I'm saying? It's like these heathens who have been ever been reputed as nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like these nations are nothing, nothing compared to you, man. Nothing. Like you really think America would have survived or what would have won every war without the natives, without the code talkers, without the blacks? And then when we come back home, you reward us with oppression. You reward us with what? With racism. Summer 1919. Good example. You know what I'm saying? One of many. Like and then Mexicans too, man. What do they call it? I think it was the Zusu riots. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy, man. America got no shame. No shame. But guess what? We uncovering that shame. We uncovering her nakedness. You know what I'm saying? Man, like, keep going.
Okay. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
They are what? They are confederate against thee, right? They have what, Slack? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Man, that is heavy, man. That's heavy. I mean, who can say it? I mean, look at what they like. It's just like it is like this Bible lives to this day. Like you can still see it to this day. Like even Nick Cannon can say, he was a true the real Israelite, a true Jew. You know what I'm saying? We can't even say it. You know what I'm saying? When I say we, I mean we can't even go out and teach our people that we are the real Jews, that we are to separate ourselves. Why? Because, and it's crazy, and it's not so many white people telling us we can't say it. It's our own people. That's how much of a work they've put on our people. You know what I'm saying? That now that image of the beast is just in their head. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like that's their God. That Caesar Borgia, that has to be their God. If not, then who? It can't come. It can't come in the form of how of my own. Like it can't look like me. It has to look like my oppressor. What do you call that? Call that Stockholm syndrome, man. Call that Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying? That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, right? Read verse 5.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Right. For they have consulted together with one consent. What does consulted mean? Look it up real quick. Consulted. They have consulted together with one consent. You know what I'm saying? They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. You know what I'm saying? They're all together and they all agree on something. That you don't belong. Go ahead.
Definition of consult. Have discussions or confer with someone, typically before undertaking a course of action.
I mean, that's heavy. I mean, based on what we just read on these articles, they all consulted the Afghanis, Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? And if you haven't heard, that Asian in Scottsdale, he joined them too. that Asian in Scottsdale said, "This is a what? No, what do you say, Parag?
He says there's no nigger zone.
This is a no nigger zone." That's what he said. They all came together. They discussed it already. And that you don't belong here. What do they say in their own words? We don't like your kind. You know what I'm saying? We don't like your kind around here. Or you know, their favorite quote: "Go back to where you came from." Go back to where you came from. How many times you ever heard that? I know I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Go back to where you came from. Go ahead.
And that should just show you that, that Judites and Issacharites are brothers, because they always telling us go back to Africa, and then they always telling the Issacharites go back to Mexico.
Right.
Like there's nobody ever tells the Asians go back to Asia. They don't never tell them that. They don't never tell the Arabs to go back to, even though the Arabs are like the number one enemy supposed to be of America after 9/11. They still don't tell the Arabs that, but they'll tell blacks and Hispanics that.
Right. It's crazy because I remember the first time I heard someone break down wetback to me, it was from a white teacher. You know what I'm saying? I still remember his name too, Mr. Bro. He said, "You know why they call Mexicans wetback? It's because crossing over the river in Texas, they came over and said that, you know, their backs were wet, so they called them wetbacks." I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but it was funny how I had to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew this, and I was like in third grade. Come on, imagine that. Third grade, and it's like majority white people in that school too. Like half of the school was Mexicans, the other half was majority white. You know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy. And racism, like living downtown, it was majority all Mexicans. Back then, it was all Mexicans. Now it's being gentrified because of how they're building up, you know, all the prices on the houses is going up, and they're trying to push everyone out. You know what I'm saying? But majority, I remember back then, it was like as soon as you would walk into my neighborhood, right? It was like it was just different. It was just different. You couldn't even be walking around at night. Now it's like, you know, everybody walking dogs. You know, there's even a bike lane. You know what I'm saying? There's a bike lane. There's a Starbucks. You know, a Chiba Hut. What else do they have? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like all gentrified. You don't see no one. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear no gunshots no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hear nobody bumping music too loud anymore. You got to go all the way to the west side for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to Maryville. You got to go to Maryville for that. I remember going to 75th too. It was like, damn, I miss seeing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing but Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but my people, right? Because it's like, I feel like, you know, man, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see your people, you know what I'm saying, coming together, you know, getting along. And that's what you're going to see at the Passover. Blacks, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? We all going to come together and we going to get along. And no one's going to be fighting. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to be fighting. Nobody's going to be arguing. You know what I'm saying? We all doing this together in the spirit of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Coming together, drinking, breaking bread. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, you know, it's like, you know, you bump into someone, or you going, oh, slack. It's not like, you know, hey, yo, what's up? You know, like, what are you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I'm saying? But all coming together, you know, drinking, you know, sisters too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're trying to take away from us, man. They're trying to take away that we, as Israel, we can't be that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how even social media tries to put it that it's a black thing, or it's a Mexican thing, it's a brown thing, right? To go to parties and always get into fights. You ever hear that? Like it must be a brown thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it must be a Mexican thing. Oh man. Can't take them nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Can't be around your own people because your people always mess up everything. We can't never have nothing good. Ever hear that? We can never have nothing good. But you know who we were taught to do things like that? We were taught from our oppressor. And if you stay in the Christian church, you are still being taught from your oppressor. You got to break off from that mentality, from that habit. There's no brotherhood, no sisterhood in the Christian church. It's only alive in the ISUPK on West. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And you can't come in here talking about your brother, about your sister, and being like, you know what I'm saying, backbiting, gossiping with your rib or with whoever, you know, with whatever brother. You know what I'm saying? Can't be doing that in here, man. Christians do that. You know what I'm saying? Christians. The world does that. Skip down to verse 12.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 12. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
The houses of God in possession. Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. You know what they said? This is manifest destiny.
Right.
That's what they said. They said the Lord, it was the Lord's will. You know what I'm saying? They said it came from the Most High. It just fell upon them. You know, it just fell on them. You know, the Most High wanted it. God wanted it. God wanted me to enslave you, to teach you how to be humans, because you were savages. Salaki. The audacity of this devil, man. These filthy dogs. Right? Keep going.
Okay.
It's like you could stop. God, you can stop right there. Give me First Maccabees 1:11. All right. You gotta understand, man. We have enemies. The Most High has enemies. The Most High's enemies are your enemies. All right. The Most High's enemies should be your enemy. You know what I'm saying? You should watch out for them. You should separate yourself from them. And that's the wisest counsel. Separate yourselves from America. You know what I'm saying? You gotta separate yourself mentally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes physically, man. Sometimes you gotta stop going to you know what I'm saying? You gotta stop going to that Christian church. That's part of America. I mean, how do you think they enslaved us? How do you think they destroyed us? You know, how do you think you were taught to be a faithful servant? You know what I'm saying? A slave. They call you now what? A worker, a contract worker, or a worker, or whatever, right? Employee. But really, you a slave. That's why brothers in here, if you ever hear them talking, right? I went to the slavery, or I have to go to slavery tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? Oh, I just got to go to work. We call it slavery in here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's all we're doing. Slavery. The real work is what you seeing right now. The real work is in here. The real work is doing what Christ taught us to do. You know what I'm saying? Do the work of my Father. This is not my work. You know what I'm saying? This is the Most High's work. The work of my Father. Right? Go ahead.
Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Come on. So read that again.
1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Right. Like there was wicked men. Like that's a wicked thing, man. Like you must be careful of these wicked men. You must be careful. Right? Because these wicked men are cowards.
Right.
These wicked men are not only cowards, but they're also thieves. You know what I'm saying? A coward lives how he wants to live. You know what I'm saying? A coward lives to his pleasure. He lives to survive. Lives like a cockroach. You know what I'm saying? He'll rob, he'll steal. You know what I'm saying? He'll even destroy your family. You know what I'm saying? He'll molest your children. Guess who those cowards are? That Christian church. Telling you what? Saying what?
Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Since what?
Since we have departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
It's hard for them, man. It's hard to live without the white man. For them. For them, it's like, oh my God. Why are you preaching hate? It was like, oh my God, you're too militant. You know what? You need to vote. You need to vote or die. To them, it's like you can't be preaching the word of God and be preaching hate. But what did the Bible say about these men?
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
In those days went out of Israel wicked men. Wicked men persuading many. Don't let that wicked man persuade you, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that wicked man persuade you. Saying what? Saying, go ahead.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Right. Let us all come together in the table of brotherhood. And you know what I'm saying? In the table of brotherhood. And I have a dream. I have a dream that little black boys and little white girls will come together in the table of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's garbage.
That's right.
That's garbage. And not only is it garbage, but it is gay.
That's right.
It is gay. Separate yourself from the oppressor, man. Know who your enemy is. Because there are those of Israel that are not Israel. You know what I'm saying? There are brothers out there that live to please the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
They're not there to help you. If they were there to help you, the ghettos will be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that one shirt, right? Who made that shirt? You know who made it?
Which one?
Make ghettos great again.
Yeah, I don't know who made it. So
Man, that's a beautiful shirt, man. I recommend everybody get that shirt. I need me one. You know what I'm saying? Make ghettos great again. And you know how you do that? You start by removing the Catholic, the Christian, removing all these religions out of our neighborhoods, all these churches out, and you hire these militant men. These men that are militant, they're suitable to protect you. They're the perfect job to protect you, to guide you. They're that light. You know what I'm saying? They're that rock. You know what I'm saying? These brothers have the tools. You know what I'm saying? And it's all being done under Command Jerry Honda, man. It can't be done nowhere else. Go ahead, try it. Go ahead and see. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, see what's on the other side of you know what I'm saying? Go see what's on the other side. You'll see. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go to IUIC. Go to IUIC. I mean, it's beautiful out there. You know, purple, all that purple. Oh my God. My mother would have loved that purple. You know what I'm saying? My mother would have loved that purple. That's the church that your woman loves. Your mother loves your grandmother. Oh my God, your grandmother will prefer that purple than this cult. I don't know, man. Look, some brothers need to stay over there. It's fine. Stay over there. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord as warriors, as courageous men, as bold men. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Is there any more on that?
We can't keep going.
Keep going.
Verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
This device pleased them. It's gonna sound sweet. All that purple. I mean, that sounds nice. You know what I'm saying? IUIC, HOY, Sakari. I mean, that's all. I mean, they all sound nice. Oh, what? They had the Passover at a strip club. Oh man, that's my type of game right there. Oh man, word. It's a lot. I just have to laugh. Y'all jokes, man. Y'all joke. And you really don't take this job serious, man. If you in the ISUPK, if you a trooper, a young man, you coming in here, you doing your 90 days, take this job serious, man. Take this work serious. Not anybody can do this, man. Not anyone's authorized to do this job, except in the ISUPK under Command Jerry Honda. This is the only place where you authorize, where you get permission from Command Jerry Honda to do the duty of a priest. Everybody else, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. They can go ahead and what? Read that again. Read it above. Please them well.
Come.
Where it says roundabout.
Come. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Right. They want to join you with everyone. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever you want to do. You can, you can respect, you can love them. You can, we can make, you know what? Let's make a groupie. You know what I'm saying? Let's make an Israelite what do they call it? It's like, man. One more time, Prague.
Okay. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Let us make a covenant with the heathens that are round about us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? Let's all join together and sing Kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? What's that one Michael Jackson song where I remember playing it at the school or listening to it at the school?
It's like We Are the World or something.
Yeah, We Are the World, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, I still remember to this day, that's like, I was like, what, 5th grade? I'm going to we go to music class, you open up the book, it's like, you'll see the Asian, the Korean, the East Indian, you know what I'm saying, the white. You won't see there, you won't see, your own people there, but you'll see every other nation there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see all of them and say, we are the world. You know what I'm saying? I forget the rest, but you know what I'm saying? Probably, you know it. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to sing all that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to sing We Are the World. What's another one? There's another one. Soft, slow, smooth, calm. You know what I'm saying? Something that makes you feel warm. Something makes you feel comfortable. Makes you feel what? Like a homosexual.
Oh God.
That's I mean, how else do you want me to tell you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying this, to make you feel good. I mean, go ahead. You go ahead. You could go ahead wherever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is America. You could do whatever the hell you want to do. I really don't give a damn. Right? You can go ahead, go IUIC, you could whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there's only one place where all that is rejected. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? And in here, you will be hated above everyone. And that's what makes this the truth. That's how you know it's the truth, huh? Because even Christ said it. Christ said it himself. You know what I'm saying? He that loveth his mother more than me is not worthy of me. You know what I'm saying? Give me that real quick. I believe in Matthew 10. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go over there, if you can love whoever you want to love, you know what I'm saying? You'll put them above Christ. That's what you'll see. You'll see everyone doing, you know what I'm saying? They're loving, taking care of their families, which is it's good, bro. It's good to take care of your family, right? But not when there's a job to do. Not when there's work to do. You know what I'm saying? This is your first wife, man. Treat it like so. You know what I'm saying? And you, brothers, I'm telling you this, right? For you troopers and you young men, right? You coming in here, you gonna come in here with the pressure of this is this, how do I put it? Like, this is not with the pressure of Satan trying to bring you back to the world. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be so heavy where it's like no one's telling you not to come in here, to not come in here, right? But you're gonna feel like the air is telling you. You're gonna feel like the air is speaking to you. Like you're gonna feel like I shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even be here. I mean, look at the type of man I was, or you know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to, some weak, you know what I'm saying? If you not seasoned in this truth, if you're not rooted, if you're not sowed into that soil, you know what I'm saying? If you're not digging yourself deep into this truth, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna come a time where someone will say everything that you want to hear, and easily you're gonna go back to that vomit. You're you're gonna go back to that world, and it's better that you don't even know about this truth. It's better that you don't even find out. So choose. I'm telling you, brothers, make sure you choose correctly what you want to do, because I'm telling you, this is not something that should be taken lightly. Brothers have lost their lives. Sisters have lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will lose your life thinking you can play with this truth. It's not something to play with. The Most High is not, you know what I'm saying? Well, how that song go? Play with your bitch, don't play with, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, play with something else. Don't play with this. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Come on, keep going.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Right, keep going.
And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
Right, taketh up his cross. Right, what does that cross mean? All right, let's see if anybody in the chat. All right, that cross. Right, what is that cross? That cross represents something. Does that cross mean that Christian symbol? You know what I'm saying? Is that cross? The one that, you know, fights off all them vampires, burns them and whatnot? Is that what the cross is? That the cross that it's talking about? The cross where it's you know what I'm saying? That's turned upside down every single time a demon comes by. Is that the cross? No, I don't know. That's not the cross. That's not the cross that it's talking about. What does this cross represent? The burden. That's what it represents. Burden. Right. Read that part, last part again.
Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right. And he that taketh up his cross, he that taketh not up his cross. Read that one more time. It's like.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right. If you don't follow Christ the way you're supposed to follow Christ, right? Meaning endure. Meaning go through the pain of not smoking weed. Go through it. Go through the pain of you live in a house where it's nothing but potheads. You grew up being a pothead. Your mother, your father, you know what I'm saying? Your brothers and your sisters. You know what I'm saying? Your brother opens up a bag right in front of you and you smell it. It smells good. That demon is his mouth is watering. You want to taste it, but guess what you do? You reject that. You fight that. Or if you're an alcoholic, you know what I'm saying, and you pass by a liquor store or pass by or a brother comes up to you and opens up a can in front of you, you reject that. Or a whore, right? A whore comes tries to talk to you. You reject that. You know her spirit. Don't lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You reject all of that. You fight that. You pick up that cross, man. Pick up that cross. All right, pick up that burden, man. Every brother in here picked up that burden. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you're not the only one. It's like, don't think that you're the only one going through this, right? Don't think that it's easy to sit up in here. I don't know. It's not that easy. I'm telling you, it's not that easy. I laugh because it's like, only if you knew. You know what I'm saying? Only if you knew. It's a everyday, like, you know, like Biggie says, an everyday struggle. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fight this every day, man. It's a war. This is the this is the condition of the battle that man that is born upon this earth shall fight. That if he overcometh, it's like what is it? Second Ezra 7 and 54 or something like that. 56. Go ahead.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Right. You don't think, oh, you smell that weed? I was like, oh, you know what? I mean, I've been smoking weed all my life. I don't think I'm gonna die, you know what I'm saying? Just smoking weed. Ah, you know, I've been, you know, been doing what I've been doing in the world. Why can't I just do it, you know, one time? You feel like you ain't gonna suffer for it. After what?
After death.
After death. You know what I'm saying? After you die, well, we're all gonna die someday. Isn't that what they say in the world? Some coward thing to say, man. So weak. That's a bitch thing to say. We all gonna die someday. Oh, you only live once. You gotta enjoy it while you can, brother. That's another thing. Like grown men, and it's crazy. I'm like young, and when I talk to a grown man, it's like they ask me, they have to ask me, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? Because I look younger than him. Oh, how old are you? Wow. Well, it's amazing the way you think. It's like you older. You should be an example for brothers my age. You know what I'm saying? You should be the example. But guess what? A young man needs to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be. This is the reason why we live the way we live, because of people like you. People like Martin Luther King, people like, you know, like Eddie Longlegs, whatever his name is, you know what I'm saying? Like people like the Christian church, man. People like them. Like you supposed to teach the young ones how to live. Train up a child. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to train up a child and teach them the way of life. You know what I'm saying? So he can choose that life. But you know what you do? You destroy his whole path. You know what I'm saying? You don't give him a moral compass. You destroy that. Take it from him. You know what I'm saying? You don't give him boundaries. You don't give him nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing. You don't have no good fruits to give. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how I remember hearing like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like this young and we escaped that world. And I remember telling myself, I was like, man, I wish I would have, you know, met the school a lot sooner. You know how many things I would have just avoided? And brothers and older, you know, men, you know, that not that I look up to, but I just come across and it's like you just love being a child. Doc. You just love being a child. You just love doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just enjoy life. It's crazy. You old as hell and you somehow think that this is enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? Like you really think this is enjoying life. You think you having a blast. You're having fun. Read that first part again.
For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Right, keep going.
Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight.
Man, that's we. I remember hearing that first time. The first time, I was like, man, that shit is crazy, man. It is crazy. It's crazy how we live the way we live, and it's like no one has an answer. No one has answers for this condition. For why are we targeted? You know, why are we oppressed, and everybody else gets to live in America safely with what did it say? Secured without being deported. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that? It's like, why is it that? Why is it that you hate the Mexicans so much? What have we ever done to you? You know what I'm saying? What have we ever done to you? We don't do nothing. We work till we die. That's it. It's like that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we work till we die or till we, we get injured. And even in our injuries, we still work. I seen an old woman. Oh, this woman said, listen to this, right? I'm gonna say it in Spanish, right? It's like the woman was like 60, 80, like it's like it's a big old jump, right? 60 and 80. But she looked old, like real old, like nana, like abuelita. You know what I'm saying? Like the man recording, he said, ¿Qué andas haciendo? Saying, what are you doing? O sea, ando trabajando. Oh, sí. ¿Y qué le dices a todos los que no andan trabajando? Todos los huevones. It's like, he's like, oh yeah. He's like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm working. All right. And what do you recommend, or what do you say to all the people out there that are not working? And she said, pues andan valiendo verga. Meaning, oh, they ain't worth shit. Like, this old woman over here working, man. That's all she, like, that's us, man. Like, she work and work and work. And I mean, it's like, that's the condition that we living in, man. Now, we work and we still don't get no appreciation. We feed America, you know what I'm saying? We feed America, we make America run, we make America, we just make America run smooth. You know what I'm saying? We baby America. And then we're the ones that always catch hell. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones that are always catching hell. We get the shorter end of the stick every time. And it's like, all that hard work goes nowhere. Why don't you put all that hard work somewhere else, man? Why don't you stop seeking for salvation in the sight, you know what I'm saying, of the other nations? You know what I'm saying? Stop being like that, man. Don't put your faith. That's one thing too, right? The sooner you realize that, the less of a, oh my God, I can't believe they would do something like this. You know what I'm saying? That's all you hear in the world. Wow, like, it's recorded, and it's like it amazes them that 2023, 2022, 21, 19, 18, 16, and then going forward, back then to now, and then future 23, 24, 25, 20 years later, it's going to be like, oh my God, they lynched a black man. Oh my God, they murdered him, and he wasn't armed. It's like, you surprised that the devil is the devil. Like, you surprised that he's doing what he usually does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, coming in here will open you up to see what that dream was so foggy, and it was too foggy enough to see. You know what I'm saying? That dream was it was mirrored. You just couldn't see nothing. You couldn't see nothing without that dream in front of you. Now that you remove that dream, now that you remove that nightmare from your vision, and you just focus on what the Most High says, what the priest and prophet, of the Lord say, what Commanding General Yohanan has been saying, you realize that life is a lot simple than you really think. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, straight and narrow is the way. You can't look both ways and expect to get along with everyone. You gotta make sure you join with your own people. You gotta make sure you leave America's, ideologies, that we all one, that, you know, I pledge allegiance to the flag, you know, that you have rights. You know what I'm saying? That you have rights. That's another one too. You believe you have rights. Yeah, I mean, they say you have rights, but then they also said all men were created equal when, you know, they had blacks in slavery, when they had us in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like they will say all these things, but really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just simple, man. It's just, you just gotta see it. You know, you just gotta be in here enough to actually see it. And if you live in the world and you know, you put your faith in America, you will never leave that world. It's like America's too sweet. America, you know, has a lot of promises. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many treaties till it was enough? You know what I'm saying? How many marches till it's enough? How many you know, what else? You know what I'm saying? Like what else has to happen for you to realize that the devil is the devil and that your brother, blacks and Hispanics, need to come together and serve God, and that you are the children of God. You are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Israelites, Yashua Allah in the Hebrew, princes and prince of the power. You know what I'm saying? You are prince of the power, man. You have so much power. You know what I'm saying? You hold so much power, you don't even know it. For this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of all the nations. Right? Is there any more on that slide? I know I went off.
We can't keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
That if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said.
And that if he what?
Be overcome.
Slide. Read that from the top. From that first time.
Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life, that thou mayest live.
Keep going.
Nevertheless, they believe not him,
right?
Nor yet the prophets after him.
Right.
No, nor me, which have spoken unto them.
Right. Keep going.
That there should not be such heaviness in their destruction.
Right. There should be not heaviness in their destruction. Like that's. I mean. Go ahead. It's just that's one thing that I loved about here, man. That you see the destruction of your people and you want to do something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who doesn't want to do something? You know what I'm saying? ¿Qué no quisiera hacer alguien algo para ayudar, para extenderle la mano a su hermano? Who would not want to extend their arm, their hand to help their brother? He's drowning. Help him out. Like, you want to do something? Come in here. You want to help your people? Because in here, we serve our people. You in here, you gonna help your brother out, and that, you know what you're gonna need to do. It's gonna require a lot of selflessness. You have to stop being selfish. You have to stop smoking so much weed. You have to stop. It's like you're gonna have to stop smoking all the weed. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stop smoking weed. You don't have to stop, doing all kinds of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to change your life in every way. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to, I'll just put it like this, you know what I'm saying? You have to, by the renewing of your mind, you know what I'm saying? You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you think, your thoughts, and then you're also going to have to change the way you talk. the way you speak. You know what I'm saying? You have to change what you say. You know, you're gonna have to, you know, when I say not offend your brother, you know what I'm saying? You have to say certain things, you know what I'm saying, that don't offend your brother. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell your brother, oh, you know, well, what do they say? What is that fake news they say? He's like, oh, you know, you the 2/3. That's they selfish, huh? Those brothers, that's a selfish spirit. That's a selfish and prideful spirit. That's a very prideful spirit, thinking that you sit in a position, where you you're safe, when really you're not. You're really not. I It's not guaranteed that we all will make it into the chariots, but I pray my brothers in the world. I do this work for you. This is what I'm doing. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for brothers in the world. Why do you think we go out in the streets and teach? We don't do that for our self gain. Remember that the devil over here. Who pays you? Who pays you? You know, what do you benefit off of this? Like if it's for me. No, devil. It's not for me. This is not something that I want. You know what I'm saying? This is something that the Lord wants. The Lord wants to gather the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And preach unto them and say, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Teach them. Tell them who they are. Tell them who they are and teach them that they are the greatest thing to ever walk the face of this earth, man. And that all these other nations are going to be serving you. And you will serve them, give them, how does it say? I don't want to say it wrong, right? Give them double unto thee that they have given. So like, man, I already messed it up. You know what I'm saying? Give them double. Because I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? This is just crazy, man. The shit that we go through, things that we've gone through, and we still stand here and put a smile on our face and put our boots on and still go to work. It's like it doesn't end for us. You know, the day is not over for us. You know, this is the condition that we fight: racism, oppression, you know what I'm saying, drugs, you know what I'm saying, overdose, another brother dying, another sister committing suicide, you know what I'm saying, all these things. Like, you know, you see your families leaving, you know, your brothers, your mother, everybody fighting, you know what I'm saying. You see all these conditions, man. Another child molested from a uncle or family member or unknown member. Like, these are the conditions that we live in. Like, why do we live somewhere so horrible? Why did this happen? You know what I'm saying? Why did this happen to me when I was 6, to when I was 12, when I was, you know what I'm saying? Why do these things happen to us? The condition that we live in. And if you a coward, you know what I'm saying? If you a coward, you would choose something to make you feel like it never happened to you. Like it's like you're gonna choose something that is you're gonna let that slack you. You're gonna let that, what happened to you, you're gonna let that change you to how you wanna, you know, it's gonna change you to how it wants. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna turn you into a homosexual. It's gonna turn you into a pedophile. It's gonna turn you into a lesbian, into a whore. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna let everything that was done to you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna let that condition change you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fight, if you don't fight it, if you give into it, like Dwayne Wade, let his son, I'm support it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Boosie said, "Come on, man. Come on, man." You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, really? You gonna be so weak to let that choose who you should be? Like, you weak. Go to a Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Look, this like three, was this 1, 2, 3, like 3, 4, like four Christian churches in just it's just like one little block. Just one little block. 4 different Christian churches. I mean, go ahead. Choose. You know what I'm saying? Pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more than that?
Lies.
Hold on. There was another one I was trying to look for. Let's see. It's not what I'm trying to look. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Give me John 2 or 1 and 15 for now. It's like 1 John 2 and 15. 1 John 2 and 15. Well, I get this.
This is with 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Right. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Right. I mean, you're going to see everything that, like I said, man, there's going to be things that are in the world that's going to be trying to pull you back to it when you come in here. You come in here, you're going to have to reject everything that's in the world. Right. What's in the world? You know what I'm saying? Some examples. What's in the world? Hold up. Man, always does that. Okay. What's in the world? I mean, you got Christmas, Thanksgiving. I'm going to just put it in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? Selfishness. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of selfishness, lust. You got a lot of it's just a lot of selfishness. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of lust. You got a lot of you got things that make you wanna things that have you serving you instead of the Most High. That's the world. You know what I'm saying? And when you stop serving the Most High, you in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you stop, doing, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you in the world. You know what I'm saying? Once you start going into birthday parties, you in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you go into what's another one? When you go to a Thanksgiving, you in the world. When you call your mother, when you have an alarm to call your mother for Thanksgiving or for a Mother's Day and her birthday, or you in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you stand up for the flag and you pledge allegiance to the flag with justice and liberty for all. You know what I'm saying? You in the world. When you put your faith and trust in another nation, in a system that's and when you put your trust in America rather than the Most High, you in the world. You know what I'm saying? You in the world. You in the world once you leave this school. You know what I'm saying? You in the world. And when you in the world, you're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? You're vulnerable. You're easily beguiled. You know what I'm saying? You're I'm gonna just put it like this. You're naive. You know what I'm saying? You're near to Eve. You're stupid.
That's right.
You're stupid and you just fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? You a sucker. That's what you are. Like you fall for any little thing. You know what I'm saying? You fall for the most easiest the things that you were just like. I remember like you were just like, man, why didn't I see that coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are these things happening to me?
Right.
You're like, man, why me? I'm such a good person.
Right.
Oh man, like why? I pray every day. I pray every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Some Christians, you know what I'm saying? I stopped smoking and drinking. Yet you go into the strip club, you know what I'm saying? Yet, you molesting children. Yet, you doing all types of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You doing all types of wickedness, and you think you deserve. Only if I knew the scripture. You know, you think you deserve. Actually, I think I know where it's at. I just don't want to jump from this. You think you deserve everything. You know what I'm saying? You think you deserve the world. You think you deserve a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like you Christians, you deserve every blessing. You know what I'm saying? Being in that Christian church, you think you deserve all types of blessing. You know what I'm saying? From sun up to sundown, because you are a good and faithful servant. You know what I'm saying? That's what you believe. So your pastor made you believe. Your pastor made you believe that you are a good and faithful servant. What did Christ say, Pride? Go ahead.
He said, "Depart from me, you that work iniquity.
Yeah, depart from me.
I never knew you."
I never knew you, you workers of iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Like you working, for the, you working for the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Working that iniquity day and night, man. Working for Satan, man. That's the house of Satan. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know where the house of Satan is, you know what I'm saying? You want to know where the Antichrist is? It's in that Christian church. Anti meaning what? Against. They're against what Christ teaches, man. They're against teaching that the children of Israel should be perfect as our Father which is in heaven is. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? As it is in heaven. Also, you can't forgive our debtors. Can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? This is the brotherhood class. You gotta forgive your brother, man. You gotta forgive your brother. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna ask forgiveness from the Most High for what you have done if you can't forgive your father, can't forgive your mother? You know what I'm saying? You can't forgive your own family. How can you forgive? How can you, how can you hate your brother who you see every day, but can't forgive them? Or you know what I'm saying? How can you hate your brother, man, who you see every day, and expect love from the Most High, who you don't even see? You know what I'm saying? Most High, look, you ain't like, if you can't forgive your brother, you don't deserve forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve a second chance. Can't forgive your own brother, man. You have a problem with the Mexicans, or you have a problem with the blacks because of some wrong that happened 20, 30 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, 8 years ago. Man, you don't deserve forgiveness, man. You should be ashamed of yourself for even daring to ask for forgiveness. Forgive our debtors. It's like forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. You know what I'm saying? Like for like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's very important. And that's how you gonna build a kingdom, man. Getting along with each other, man. Like we can't build our kingdom fighting each other and fighting our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? How's that gonna work? Like, if you don't want to get along with each other, you're gonna be on the right side, on the left side of Christ. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on the other side. You're gonna be on the end, at the end of his sword. You know what I'm saying? At the tip of his sword. That's what you're gonna be. That's what you're gonna be. You want to be on that side? You know what I'm saying? Or you want to be on his by his shoulder?
Right.
Like where do you decide? You decide. What did Christ say, Parag? It's like, if you have ever done it to the least of my people, you have done it unto me. Like, make sure you treating every brother, every sister the right way. Don't be talking bad about each other. Don't be talking, don't be having evil thoughts about each other. Let that shit slide. Let that shit leave, man. That's Satan. That's the work of Satan, man. That's the work of a bitch.
That's right.
You a bitch if you don't love your brother as thyself, man. Or your sister as yourself, man. You gotta love one another, man. You cannot build the kingdom of heaven without that, man. You can't. Why do you, like, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, is only that. It's nothing else, man. You gotta love, I mean, come on, man. Like, it's beautiful coming in here and realizing that blacks and Hispanics, can come together and get along. Like, we brothers, we raza, we, you know what I'm saying? We carnal. You know what I'm saying? Mi hermano, mi carnal, mi compadre. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, mi familia. That's it. It's my familia. You know what I'm saying? This is it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got family in the world. You know what I'm saying? You got family. You got your flesh and family. But this is my family in spirit, man. My brothers and sisters. These are brothers that I'm willing to die for. And ain't no bitch or ain't no, sucker gonna tell me or convince me that my brother ain't, my loyalty towards my brother. He can't change that. Damn that, man. We took an oath. We took an oath in here, man. I ain't going back on what you think about, you know, certain certain someone or certain something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my brother, man. Whether you like it or not, you know what I'm saying? And that you could push all that to the Christian church. And it, like I said, like, you know, like I was talking about the world, that's all of the world. You let someone convince you, you're gonna be part of the world. If you gonna let some, you know, sucker convince you to hate your brother, to hate the school, tell you, you know, that, you know, they don't even want you to be around your family. Man. I remember I heard that from a bitch that I used to, you know, be with. She ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? But she, man, I was like, man, you gotta choose. That's the thing. You gotta know what, you know what I'm saying, what to choose. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to either choose your baby mama who's gonna blow on somebody else's rod, or you're gonna choose the brotherhood. I'll never betray you, man. Never do you like that filthy whore did you, man. These brothers will stand with you, man. These brothers will die for you, man. And it'll be a traitor. It'll be like that. What did it say? That wicked man. You know what I'm saying? And First Maccabees 1:11. You'll be a wicked man. You'll be a what? Effeminate. You'll be weak. You'll be a coward to leave your brothers, man. The ones that would lose sleep to help you, and that bitch that know that is gonna leave you. It's bound to leave you. You know what I'm saying? Choose, man. Choose quickly too. Don't be saying you gonna be with us, you gonna stand with us, and then that bitch start talking, and then out of nowhere you feel like you losing, your faith is not strong enough, or your love towards your brother is not strong enough. You know what I'm saying? You gonna choose pussy over, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, over Christ. You chose pussy over Christ. Salaki. I could never. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do what you want to do. Just know that you a coward, and you will forever be a coward. You know what I'm saying? You're a traitor and you're a coward. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Parak.
ISUPK security announcements with the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. These are the rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only, and they're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which that brother and sister will court each other, and after that 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18 and verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 through 10. The word tithes means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asheret. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give it to the Treasury Department or to the teacher. Priest funds, which are free will offerings for the priest. They're not mandatory, but they're whatsoever amount that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Passover, the 53rd annual Passover. That'll be April 15th. All right, going to ISUPK.com. You can pay your $200 per person fee. All right. And of course, you can go on. I think the hotels might be booked up. You were able to book your hotels on there, but it's kind of late in the game. I think the hotels are booked up. But of course, you can get a room anywhere in that area and come get down with us April 15th, sundown. All right. Also, make sure if you come into the physical school here in Phoenix, Arizona, make sure you GPS. Even if you know how to get here, just GPS the school's location. That's going to boost our stats on Google. Once again, we are still number one. If you look up Israelites, we're the number one school that comes up. All right, we want to keep it that way, but it can't stay that way. Of course, if we don't continue doing those good habits that we have with Google in the school. All right, so let's make sure we are doing that. Also, you can search up ISUPK Arizona on Google, and then a website for just ISUPK Arizona will pull up. It has all of our classes, events, and things like that. All right. Also, if any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, make sure you start wearing all black, and that includes black boots, black shirt, black headband, black scarf. It's like a black headband or scarf. All right, with that, we're going to teach you a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majid, would you stand? Men of Israel, Majid, Shabbat. Amajid, Barak, Yahweh Ba Shem Yahshua Barakatah,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Matzah, classes.